Hey there, I'm Sheila and I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and certified intuitive eating counselor. And this is Katie.
I'm not ready for the press right now.
In this video series, we're talking about the 10 principles of intuitive eating. Last video, we talked about principle number 1, reject the diet mentality. If you've already watched that video, awesome. We're on to principle number 2, honor your hunger.
Oh man, I feel like it's gonna be really relevant to my situation right now. Damn it, Sheila.
Have you ever gone most of the day eating little or nothing and found yourself devouring everything in sight at night? Or have you cut back on carbs and sugar and suddenly every pastry is calling your name? Or have you stuck really carefully to a low-calorie diet only to find yourself unable to control yourself around food as soon as the diet is done?
So much raw cake batter in my belly.
In these moments, you might have beaten yourself up. You might have thought,
where is your willpower, Katie? Why can't you control yourself?
well, listen up, because this is important. When you're trying to control what you eat, when you're restricting and not eating when you're hungry, at some point, your body's not going to be able to take it anymore, and it's going to make you eat everything you can get your hands on.
Oh God. Here come the cake batter sweats.
This is not a lack of willpower. This is your body trying to keep you alive. Technically, food might be readily available to it, but when it's constantly going hungry, it doesn't trust that it's going to be able to get food when it needs it. So when there's the slightest opportunity, whether that be that you're tired or stressed or at a buffet with all-you-can-eat cheesecake, it's going to make you eat as much as humanly possible. Of course it is. It's trying to keep you alive.
Okay, yes, I get it. How do I make this stop?
Well, it starts with rebuilding trust with food and yourself. That means not letting yourself go hungry and regularly giving your body the food it needs. This won't always be easy. Sometimes you'll feel like you're eating too much simply because you're eating more than what your diet brain tells you is acceptable. But it's very important. Your body needs to start trusting that it will have regular access to food when it needs it.
I'm a busy person, Sheila. I don't always have time.
If you find you often go long stretches of time without food, you need to start making sure that food is always accessible. That might mean preparing meals in advance and bringing them with you, or simply tossing an easy snack into your bag so you have something to get you by until you can get to your next meal.
What is this? Trail mix rattling in my purse. Who am I?
You are a person rebuilding trust with food and your body.
Yeah.
It's also really important that you honor your true hunger. That means if you're hungry for carbs, you don't want to just have some chicken. Or if you're really hungry, you don't want to just have a piece of fruit. You have to eat enough that your body is full and satisfied. This will take some trial and error. You might sometimes eat too much and end up feeling uncomfortable, or you might eat too little and end up feeling really ravenous later in the day. That's okay. This is all just one big learning experience.
Ugh, learning. Do I have to take notes?
You don't have to take notes, but some people do find it helpful to rate their hunger and fullness. So on a scale of 1 being extreme hunger and 10 being absolutely stuffed, rate where you are before and after your meal, as well as any notes about why that was the case and what that meant for you later in the day. Did you have a lot of energy? Did you find yourself overeating that night? There is no judgment here, just observations. This is a great way to get back in tune with your hunger and fullness cues. By committing to eating when you're hungry and eating enough food, you can start to rebuild your relationship with food and your body. Your body will begin to trust that it isn't going to be constantly forced to go without food. And then it'll stop making you constantly feel crazy whenever food is around.
Crazy? Who you calling crazy?
So that is principle number 2 of intuitive eating, honor your hunger. Next video, we'll chat about another super important component of intuitive eating, making peace with food. Until then, you can find out more about me on my website, Nourished Sweetly. And if you like this video, give it a like, show us your support. See you next video.